What's a normal adult? According to Doc Green, an adult is someone who functions according to the formula I over E. Intellect controls emotions. Aquinas calls us rational animals. I over E, intellect over emotions. Now please, let's see what happens to that formula. When the brain that controls it, watch what happens when ether gets to the brain. It hits the first part that is vulnerable. Intellect. Reason goes out the window. Watch the formula. It's I over E except after D. Add the drug. Knock out reason. Liberate the emotions. You have a reversal of the formula and enter an excitement stage. Quite bluntly, you feel good because ether just put to sleep what would make you feel bad. Reason. You see, the problem is still there. You're going to be operated on, but it doesn't bother you. The excitement stage. When the emotions come out, this is important. When the emotions come out, they come out drug affected. You see, that's the next part of the brain that gets hit. You are not watching emotional behavior here. You are watching drugged emotional behavior. You feel good because alcohol puts to sleep what would make you feel bad. You feel good because after a drink or two, the worrywart begins to go to sleep. And so, my friends, it's I over E, except after drug alcohol. Add alcohol to the formula, knock out the worrywart, and liberate the emotions. Now do you know why the guy smiled when he said the rent's due? The problem was there, but it doesn't bother him. The worrywart's out of the picture. And this is why we do wacky things when we drink. Reason is gone. Now please, this is important. When the emotions come out, they come out drug affected. You are not watching emotional behavior in a drinker. You are watching drugged emotional behavior. Now why is this important for the alcoholic? Now let's look at the alcoholic. All of this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't have to do with alcoholism. It has to do with anybody that drinks alcohol. But for the moment, now let's go to the alcoholic. He lives that way. He lives that way because he's been drugging his brain with too much too often for 18 years. And we look at him and we see the wacky behavior. Good heavens, he was told if he came in drinking he'd be fired, and he came in drunk. So we sent him to a psychiatrist because he's acting crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, these are Dr. Green's findings about alcoholics. In the initial stages of recovery, psychiatric treatment is contraindicated. He needs to be gotten sober first. That's all we do with alcoholics. Get them sober first. Do some alcoholics need professional help after they get sober? Yes. Doc Green, you say if you were nuts before you started to drink, you'll be wackier after you quit. Certainly you'll need help. But guess what he found out? The percentage of alcoholics who needs help is exactly the same as the percentage of the non-alcoholic population. Which proves that even though there are psychological beginnings to drinking, those causes have nothing to do with the alcoholism. Alcoholism is biochemical. These things are way in the background. Quite bluntly, ladies and gentlemen, most professionals put the cart before the horse. All these so-called causes are nothing but the results. The guy's acting like a fruitcake because he's been drugged for 18 years. All I'm saying is this. In the initial stages, you don't use that sort of therapy. You get the alcoholic sober first. Then you give him what he needs.